nasa gitna.
Ngunit teka muna, kailangang may taya. Kunin ang tsinelas at ihagi sa linya ang pinakamalayo.
Ang siyang magiging taya.
Tara na't magtumbang preso. Masayang laro ng batang Pilipino. Buhayin ang larong katutubo. Tuklasin at muling ituro
Sa mga bagong bata, batang Pilipino.
sa mga bagong bata, batang Pilipino. Pag tinamaan ng lata at hindi ito natumba, humanda na at hahabulin ka. Kaya tumakbo na.
Tumatoy dapat mabawi at huwag papahuli. Mag-ingat at baka abutin ka. At ikaw naman ang taya.
Tara na't magtumbang preso. Masayang laro ng batang Pilipino. Buhayin ang larong katutubo. Tuklasin at muling ituro
Sa mga bagong bata, batang Pilipino.
sa mga bagong bata, batang Pilipino. Tara na't magtumbang preso. Masayang laro ng batang Pilipino. Buhayin ang larong katutubo. Tuklasin at muling ituro. Tara na.
Tumbang preso. Tumbang preso.
Sa mga bagong bata, batang Pilipino.
Sa bakuran o kalsada, ito ang nilalaro nila. Ang libangan ng maraming batang Pinoy. Kahit saan ka mapunta, ito ay malalaro ng lahat. Libangan ng kabataan, dahilan ng kasiyahan ng bawat mamamayan. Iko ang nilalaro ng mga batang Pinoy. Kahit saan magpunta, ito ay masayang laruin. Walang kailangang kuryente o pera. Iko, huwag magpatalo, galingan mo ang talon. Ibato ang pamato, tumalo ng sakto nang ikaw ay manalo. Panalo sa larong piko. Ibato na ang pamato, tumalon ka na ng sakto. Huwag kang magpapatalo, Yakapin mong manalo. Panalo sa larong piko, ang nilalaro ng kabataang Pinoy. Kahit saan magpunta, ito ay masayang laruin. Kahit saan, kahit kailan. Ako, huwag magpatalo, galingan mo ang talon. Iba ko ang pamato, tumalo ng sakto nang ika'y manalo. Panalo sa larong piko. Huwag magpatalo, galingan mo ang talon. Iba't ko ang pamato, tumalo ng sakto nang ika'y manalo. Panalo sa larong piko.
What's stopping you? Are you too tired? Didn't get enough sleep? Don't have enough energy? Don't have enough time? Is that what's stopping you right now? Don't have enough money? Is that the thing? Or is the thing that's stopping you, you?
Excuses sound best to the person that's making them up. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Get off the pity potty. If you want it, go get it.
Recognize the excuses are not valid. They're conjured up, they're fabricated, they're lies. And how do you stop the lies? You stop the lies with the truth. And the truth is, you have time. You have the skill, you have the knowledge and the support and the willpower and the discipline to get it done.
The fruit of everything good in life begins with a challenge. Everything is uphill that's worthwhile. And it's not going to come to you, and it's not going to fall in your lap, and it's not going to be something that, oh my God, it just was so simple. It's always going to be difficult.
If you want it, you gotta go get it.
This is your chance. This is your shot. This is your moment. This is your time. This is your place. This is your opportunity.
This is my time. This is my moment. Tomorrow. Ain't no such thing as tomorrow. We only got today. It's your dream. If you wanted to have it, get your butt up and make it happen. If you wanted to have it, rise and grind.
You still got work to do. Stay on that basketball court. Stay on that football field. It's grind season, homie.
Lord of wisdom, source of intelligence. We welcome you to this auspicious gathering, an august moment for the pursuit of knowledge that is offered for the glory of your name. We do not wish to ask you more than just you joining us today. But we look forward to your heavenly grace, to amplify the desire for truth, to look up for and become prudent to learning. Keep us grounded in your love and mercy as we traverse a challenging path to keeping the inclination of understanding you and your most awe-inspiring creation. Be with us, O Lord, and descend your Spirit on us to maintain an earnest desire for knowledge, truth, and understanding you, the guide of the wise, the stronghold of the learned. This we ask through Christ, our Lord. Amen.
Good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible? Yeah, I'm audible and I can see me. Yes. Another great and exciting day to all. Everyone? Welcome to all our professional learning community buddies here in the Philippines and around the globe. This is Mr. John Jeco Y. Figuracion, the Programs and Events Associate of 1PhysEd.Ph, together with the team, Sir Mark, Sir JR, and Sir John, and bringing the 81st episode in the program 2022 Sports Series with the theme Empowering School Sports for a Better Tomorrow. Now, before we start, I just want to share some of the recent happenings in my set. So for those who are not aware, I'm a public school MAPE teacher. So here in our side, in the public school sector, we're already at the period where we are already computing or finalizing the grade sheets of the students, and actually we're already as an advisor also we are also finalizing the cards of our students in the third grading period, so after which it will be the fourth grading period. So we are expecting our school year to end around June, last week of June or first week of July, and I am very excited because we are very looking forward to continue developing our implementation of our blended learning setup here in our educational sector. And other more is, when it comes to our representation in sports, for those who are not aware, in esports sector, we just won recently the World Championships for Call of Duty Mobile. I hope you heard about that, and we are very looking forward for the representation, our Philippine representation, in the upcoming Southeast Asian Games. So I hope everybody is getting pumped up to support our athletes for this event. And with all honesty, it's been a pleasure to serve our community, our Philippine PhysEd community, by providing regular professional development training. Imagine, we are already at our 81st episode. Oh my gosh. Okay, so in the past years, we already in our 81st, and recently we just concluded weeks ago our fitness and wellness programs, and it's a great blessing. It's not just great, it's an amazing, it's a wonderful, all the adjectives you can add for our community, not only for us, the 1% organization, but also for everyone, for the community itself of physical educators, that we are continually able and we are continually provided and blessed to continue provide these professional development programs for you. And yes, this can only be possible with the continuous support of this community to get relevant and meaningful professional development training. The regular Saturday becomes more exciting for us because we know that this kind of program can make a difference as we continue facing the challenges and demands of our profession. So, you know what? Also, for those who are not yet trying to log it in, the 1PhysEd.Ph website is also up and running, and we will be we will appreciate it so much if you can also provide some feedback about our website, so that we will be able to improve the inclusions of our website. Of course, enable for you to be able to get a full access. You need to have, to be a member of official member of our organization. Okay. Now, that's why we believe also that you can be one of our guests who can conquer the stage of this 1%.ph and inspire our fellow teachers. And I'm very excited because the next series after the sports series will be more exciting and a lot more exciting. I will not announce it in advance, but I am telling you, if you are interested to share your best practices as a physical educator, don't be shy to message 1%.ph Facebook page, or even email us, especially Mr. JR, Coach JR Viterbo. Okay, that's why for further information, do that. Just message us at FB or even one of us here in 1%.ph. At this juncture, welcome to all our participants for this afternoon. We are here in the 1%.ph Zoom meeting room, and so far we are 28. Wow! We are already 28 here in our Zoom meeting, and in our YouTube channel. We are already we are already 23. Wow! We would like to encourage everyone to keep on sharing the live stream for your friends. For those who are graduating BPET, this is a very nice series for everyone, especially our speaker today. Whew, isa to sa mga lodi ko talaga, promise, kasi isa sa mga pangarap ko talaga ay makapunta doon bilang isang physical educator, at having her here today is oh my gosh, I'm starstruck ako actually kanina. So also we would like for you to share it to everyone that are very interested to know, especially about the National Academy for Sports, for those who are curious on how they do things there, so that you can also apply it inside your institution, the best practices and the system in National Academy for Sports, and how can you refer your best students there, or whatsoever. All of those information you'll be able to know later. And I would like you to encourage everyone to prepare a pen and a ball pen, a pen and a paper, a pen and a paper, and start and make sure to take notes about our topic later. Okay. I would like to greet some of our friends who are tuning to us right now. So let's read some chats here. Good afternoon. Julie again is from good afternoon, joining from Katubig, Northern Samar. Hello po sa inyo dyan. Let's go to our YouTube participants. So we have from Pampanga Colleges, Miss Patricia Balbin. We have all over the Philippines. We have a nurse Tina from the National Academy for Sports Health Unit. Hello po, nurse Tina. We also have the Divine Beverly B. Miranda from McMay Kawayan College. Abraham De Leon for Butuan City. CBSU Maine, Ruben Adam Mendoza, a BPED student. And we have many more shout out to Mr. Paulo Bastida. Yes, hi friend. Okay. Oh, it's national. Sorry, I was corrected. It's National Academy of Sports. Okay, so so again, correction for everybody. It's National Academy of Sports, not for sports. Let's get our prepositions right. Okay, so thank you for correcting po. Again, okay, guys, National Academy of Sports, not for sports. Oh. Okay, so we have also Mr. Aaron Abiog from Palawan State University. Okay, so we are already again as the webinar is going is flowing. Make sure to keep on sharing it and you can even post insights and screenshots on your timeline and just tag 1PhysEd.Ph hashtag 1PhysEd.Ph Sports Series 2022 so that we'll be able to acknowledge you in Facebook. Okay, now let's not delay this anymore because I'm also excited to learn from her and get to know the National Academy of Sports. So now let me introduce the speaker for today's episode. Okay, she is the first and current executive director of National Academy of Sports. She leads the academy in its founding stages to ensure the establishment of overarching programs in integrating sports and education. As a holder of a master's degree in physical education, focusing in sports and exercise, she is widely involved in the Philippine sports and has an extensive practice at both local and national levels. She has accumulated years of experience and expertise with the following. She was a head of the physiology unit of the Philippine Sports Commission, department chairperson or the sports science program at the University of Santo Tomas, the vice director for venue operations of the 30th Southeast Asian Games Philippines 2019, resource person for Philippine Sports Commission, Philippine Sports Institute National Sports Coaching Certification Course. More than an administrator and an educator, she is a bona fide public speaker and an advocate of a sustainable sports development program. Professor Joy Reyes, let's give her a virtual round of applause. The stage is yours. Professor Joy.
Yeah, hi. Thank you so much, John, for that very kind introduction. When you started talking, I get so excited meeting the participants here in Zoom, and I also want to greet everyone. Good afternoon to those who are watching, online in YouTube. No, also, of course, before I start, I would like to thank the organizers of 1PhysEd.Ph, most especially to JR Berterbo and your team, for your invitation, for your kind invitation, and for your gracious invitation. And I'm so happy because one of your objective is to empower the phys-ed teachers. Nabanggit mo kanina, John? Yeah, John. No? Ikaw ay isang PE teacher. I started as a PE teacher. No, I've been. That is my profession. No, I taught physical education in Ateneo. So yung first lab ko talaga ay PE. No, and for those who are listening this afternoon, remember the word phys-ed. No, before I start my presentation, before I introduce the National Academy of Sports. There you go. Okay. Physical education. Tandaan nyo, may nakakabit na education dun sa PE, no? Kasi like na MAPE, PE, PE teacher. But let us, we have to raise the bar of physical education teachers. Tandaan nyo, educators kayo, no? Pag sinabing may education, ibig sabihin, this is about you imparting the process. You have to teach the skills, and at the same time you have to evaluate. No, so ito ay malaking responsibilidad sa atin because we are the ones teaching the fundamental skills of the children, of the kids. No, make them catch, make them throw, what are the basic movements, ito ang responsibilidad natin. And kaya ang mga bata ngayon, kailangan natin bigyan sila ng panahon, no, for us to teach the basic skills, the fundamental skills, which is really very important in all aspects. Kung kahit magtrabaho man kayo, or if you want to be in sports, these basic skills are very, very important, no? So natuwa ako, no, because the 1PhysEd.Ph has this vision also, and has this mission of empowering PE teachers to be equipped with the necessary skills to deliver world-class programs in the Philippines. And I'm totally, I support, and I would like to congratulate 1PhysEd, no, for already having a series of, this is already your 81st, no, and I'm glad that I'm part of your sports series. So once again, good afternoon, and I would like to start my presentation. John, okay na ba?
Yes, but you can share your screen.
Yes. Can I ask Val to share the slide, please? So can I have the next slide, Val? Okay, so on behalf of the entire board members, no, the Board of Trustees of the National Academy of Sports, I have this honor to share this presentation for you today. This is actually giving you the idea, no, on how National Academy of Sports has came about, how it started, and how it was created. Next slide, please. So we have seen great sports potentials through the excellence and performance of our Tokyo 2020 Olympic medalists. I'm sure we were really very happy about the results of the 2020 +1 Olympics. No? Inspired by their success, the National Academy of Sports envisions to produce future elite athletes who will pour their burning passion for sports to bring home more Olympic medals for our country. The RA 11470, which is signed into law by our President last June 9 of 2020, okay, 2020. So meron ng 1 year of existence na in fact ang National Academy of Sports. So this was signed into law by our dear President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. So under this law, NAS has been mandated to harmonize quality and enhance academic education and sports for its student athlete scholars, integrated with a special curriculum in sports. So with the goal to produce more sports leaders for the country, NAS envisions to set up and advance on the global ladder by being at the forefront in guiding and ensuring the holistic development of its students. Our point A to point B should take us from home to podium, from national pride to global achievement. NAS always believes in the values we derive from sports as the very same values we can latch onto in nation building. Ultimately, we at the Academy want to create a well-balanced program for student athletes to both enjoy and benefit from in terms of wellness of body, mind, and spirit. So we are really looking at the holistic development of our student athlete scholars. Also, we are here to provide only the best facilities, world-class facilities, the best apparatus, the best equipment, programs, support services, in order for our student athletes to reap the best results when they train or compete. We also at NAS are all about quality education. Okay? National Academy of Sports. When you refer to an academy, it is an educational institution. So the NAS is actually a school. In fact, it is a boarding school. No, it is a boarding school. It is an educational institution and an attached agency of the Department of Education. No, so we are a newly attached agency under the Department of Education. So of course, our main mission, okay, one of our mission is to institutionalize quality educational system in order to produce top caliber performing athletes at the elite level. Okay, I think this is, ito na yung mag-i-interest sa lahat, ano? We have identified and launched 8 focus sports, and these are all Olympic sports to comprise the initial pa lang po ito, okay? Initial pa lang po itong 8 sports, no? So ito ay makikita nyo sa screen. So athletics, aquatics, weightlifting, judo, gymnastics, taekwondo, table tennis, and badminton. So these are the initial 8 focus sports of NAS. So in order to establish and strategize toward an effective framework for face-to-face sports training and classes for 2022, we have referred to and adopted from the DepEd.Ph framework, the UNESCO UNICEF World Bank framework for resumption of face-to-face classes, and the DepEd shared responsibility principles. Our strategic framework zeroes in on a truly holistic formation of the student athletes by synergizing sports training, academics, and support services. So these are, in fact, the core divisions of NAS. The Sports Science, Training, and Athletic Services Division, or STAS, the Academic Affairs, Curriculum, and Instruction Services Division, and the Student Athlete Support Services Division. So again, these are the core divisions of the National Academy of Sports. Supported by the other divisions, of course, so hindi lang naman ito ang 3 divisions. Okay, these 3 core divisions operate in a cyclical relationship where the output of one division can serve as a vital input in the operations of other divisions. So that's how we will link with each other. That's how we sink in all the capabilities, no, all the objectives, all the guidelines and policies of each division. So ito ay nag-i-interlock to, merong contribution ng bawat division. Okay? So we support the framework further by instilling the 4 pillars, namely shared responsibility, flexible teaching learning environment, safety practices, and the well-being and protection. So these 4 pillars are the principles that will guide the policies and implementation of this plan for the holistic formation of the student athletes as we groom them. Okay, as we groom them, no, as we train them, no, as we mold them to become future world-class athletes representing the Filipino nation. So as a result, we are able to fulfill our commitment to our main stakeholders who sit at the very core of the framework. Sino yon? Siyempre, ang laging bida namin. Ang bida dito is our student athletes. They are the core of the framework. They are the very core of our framework, the student athlete scholars. So they are the very reason for the existence of NAS. Without the students, baliwala yung vision, yung mission ng NAS, no? And as illustrated, the interrelationship and interdependencies within this framework establish our means to protect, to nurture, to develop, to strengthen, and to empower our student athletes throughout their journey in NAS. So with our core divisions at work, no? Nabanggit ko kanina yung 3 divisions. We have launched our values campaign through a partnership between the home and the school to instill Olympic values and NAS values to our student athletes. So through this campaign, we are highlighting the Olympic core values of respect, friendship, and excellence. So ito ay core values ng Olympics. So these are the Olympic core values. Okay? As students engage in various activities, discussions, reporting, and other related activities, no, that they are been assigned to. So kailangan na-imbibe nila itong mga core values na ito. Our campaign shall likewise focus on the NAS core values naman, no, which are nationalism, achievement, and solidarity. Kung mapapansin nyo, this spells out the NAS, no? N for nationalism, A for achievement, and S for solidarity. So this define our very DNA. So ito yung aming distinct characteristics, no? As one strong NAS. So with this, our student athlete scholars shall be given the opportunity to reflect on these values and to share their experiences to their classmates and teammates. So we are really equipping them also when we are molding them, no? Yung nabanggit ko kanina, yung holistic formation, that our students should really imbibe and should carry, no? Even as they leave the portals of NAS, dapat nakikerry nila itong mga values na to. So that these are the distinct characteristics of our graduates. So to summarize, the main goal of this campaign is to produce well-rounded student athletes that will play a vital role in nation building. Ultimately, yun naman talaga, no? Kasi we have to really represent our country. At the same time, yung character, kailangan yun ay kinikerry din ng bawat isa. So our teachers, our coaches, and support services staff work together with the parents. So ang kagandahan nito is that it's not only that we are dealing with the students, but of course there are primary object. But most especially now in the pandemic, no, during the pandemic, we are also reaching out to the parents. Ito ay meron din kaming partnership, no, with the parents. We are also educating, in fact, the parents. So sabay-sabay, no? Of course, hindi nila kasama lagi sa klase, but we have a different session. Of course, we encourage also the parents to guide their students, most especially now that we are all doing it remotely. Kailangan ma-encourage sila na, you know, ang online talaga very challenging sa bawat isa, di ba? So kailangan ang partner talaga ito ang parents, no? Or a guardian, for example, so that it will really motivate them and encourage them to study, encourage them to train every day, no? At saka, kailangan din ma-fulfill whatever assignments ang kailangan nilang makompleto, no? So they are actually, we are all, you know, guiding them, no, in their values formation. So NAS is very intentional with its drive to develop or nurture these values in our student athletes, which is why we have established our core divisions to implement a truly holistic and yet approach on conducting this values campaign, no? So the NAS, so ito yung mga core divisions na nabanggit ko kanina, they have separate sessions every week to deepen the understanding of the student athletes and their appreciation of each value. So you know, just to give you a glimpse, no, a glimpse of what these 3 divisions are giving, no, or instituting to our student athletes. Every Monday, the usual flag ceremony. Alam natin naman yan, no? We have our usual flag ceremony, and I also get a chance to meet the students, no, during this time. And also every Thursday, they have huddles. They have NAS huddles, no, just to ensure like how they are, how they're feeling, how they're adjusting to training. So merong constant connection. So we are here in NAS. We connect with the students. It's not just about teaching them, no, the competencies, math ba yan, English yan, but there is something more, no, that there is really something more that we want to connect with the students, no. So kailangan talaga namin makuha yung kanilang atensyon at makuha namin yung kanilang interest, no. And also every Friday, we also conduct assessment. So here, meron silang mga this is the time when we engage our students to new things. This is the time when we engage also our students to something different. Now, maybe it's a play session, para siyang parang new learnings apart from the academic lessons. At least meron silang mga information na natututunan during this time. So if you look at it, no, talagang napakalawak ng aming sinishare dito sa mga student athletes, no. So that's really our commitment. That is our commitment to our scholars. So aside from the values campaign, our student athlete support services division also offers different services, no? Next slide, please. Okay. The SAS, ito yung Student Athlete Support Services, no? Kasi ito yung talagang, well, aside from all the divisions, ito yung nakatutok sa mga bata din, because during the pandemic, we have to know, no, iba yung pangangalaga at saka yung service na pinoprovide namin sa kanila. So we prepared a toolkit. So ano tong toolkit na to? This will help students transition from their home, no, online classes to the NAS campus. So we are already introducing the expectations na pag lumipat sila sa NAS, kasi nga nabanggit ko kanina, NAS is a boarding school. So we have to slowly make them already understand, no, at saka piniprepare na rin namin sila psychologically, no, when they will be transferring to the campus, no, sa New Clark City, sa Capas Tarlac. So this aims to equip the students with relevant life skills and knowledge that will help them succeed in their academic and sporting career and beyond. So itong SAS online services naman, through teleconsult, no, meron kaming mga teleconsult, video sessions, monitoring, bi-monthly health and well-being surveys that covers guidance counseling, no, health consultations, nutrition assessments, and monitoring. So these are the services that we offer to our student athletes, no. From day one up to now, this is happening, no. Ito ay yung we provide these services to them, no. Now during the academic break, we also continued, no, ang daming mga activities, no, madaming activities. So we also continued its support services via a 2 times a week email blast with infographics on mental health. So we gave them these news clips, no, on what to do, no, and this also pertains to their well-being, nutrition, and COVID-19 checklists and reminders. So we make sure that our students are well-versed on these mechanisms, no, para hindi sila, kumbaga, they will be able also to take care of themselves, no, while we are, kasi hindi pa namin sila, wala pang face-to-face na nangyayari. So everything is done virtual, but we made sure that their health status, we monitor their health status, we make sure that kailangan malaman namin kung sino yung nagkakasakit during the time when most especially during the time when Omicron nung nag-peak yung nag-increase yung mga cases ulit, no. So we have to kailangan namin balikan yung mga estudyante and know their status, no? And of course, likewise, we also introduce information pieces on social media. So mapapansin nyo, if you visit our social media platforms, we are also giving information, no? We send out information so via our social media platforms, just to make everyone, no, the public know what services we offer para maintindihan ano tong services ninyo offer ng SAS. So just to make everyone really know what we are providing to our students. Now, in essence, through this division, no, to the SAS division, they are keen on ensuring that our student athletes are well taken care of as they navigate along the methods of instruction, wherever they may be, or at whichever time of the school year. So kahit saan man sila, so meron silang mga, at least they are guided properly, no? All right. So ito, I think ito na yung nabanggit ni John kanina, no? We have a constant mission, no, to continue to be a growing academy. Okay, so we have launched one of our core programs called the NAS and SAS. No? Ano ba ibig sabihin ng NAS and SAS? NAS, Annual Search for Competent, Exceptional, Notable, and Talented Student Athlete Scholars. So yun yung ibig sabihin ng NAS and SAS. Okay? We are promoting this in order to encourage grades 7 and 8 as supported by their families and coaches to look into the possibilities that await them at the academy. So in fact, good news, ano? Itong April 26, kung updated kayo and if you've been visiting our social media platforms, this has been extended for 1 more month. So I'm sure those who are listening, no, wag kayong don't lose hope, no, don't lose hope, because we're extending the application process. So please, no, please, if your child or if you know anyone, or if the kids you're coaching is very, talented, has the skills, has competent, no, at saka syempre kailangan hindi lang magaling sa sports but also kailangan magaling din sa academics, no? Ibig sabihin kaya niya, no? Kaya niyang balansehin ang academics at saka training. I think this is the very core of NAS, because again it is a school. So we are trying to inculcate, no, the culture of excellence na gusto namin, na we want the kids in NAS to have a quality of life after NAS. So ibig sabihin nito, so when they graduate from NAS, they can already explore, no, kung ano yung gusto nilang i-achieve sa buhay nila, kung anong klaseng career ang gusto nila, and they can also advance through our partnerships abroad, no? They can be scholars kung talagang magaling. They can be scholars in the universities, in the top universities, and in the universities that we are benchmarking with, no? So these are the opportunities that are awaiting for those who are in the academy. So that's why ang guidance namin dito talagang patungo sa kanilang pagkakaroon ng quality of life, no? It's not just about graduating in NAS, no? It's not just about of course yung effort, yung medals, bonus na lang 'yon, no? But of course the meaning, no, yung kung paano nila pahahalagahan yung kanilang stay sa NAS, yung kanilang panahon sa NAS, no? They have to value what the things that that are in store for them, so that para paglabas nila sa NAS, fulfilled ang kanilang buhay, no? So that is really that's the direction that we are heading to. No? So we are promoting nascent SAS in order to encourage, again, grade 7 and 8. Okay, to, we have a lateral entry for grade 8. So please, the admissions is still being extended for another month. So I encourage you to apply. Next slide. So we are likewise expanding our network by consistently exploring more opportunities for partnerships and linkages across the globe. Next slide. And even right here at home or locally, no? So marami na ring mga gusto makipag-partner sa atin, no? So we are really exploring a lot of opportunities and partnerships and linkages here and abroad. And we cannot wait. Ito, we cannot wait, no? Ngayon, hindi ko lang alam kung sino sa inyo ang mga taga-Tarlac, no? Yung mga malapit dyan sa New Clark City. The construction is still in progress. I think it's about 85% already. Maybe I should say maybe 85 to 90% already ang construction. So we cannot wait to move into our future home of our world-class facility. No? So we are happy to share with you some photos of how our NAS main campus located in New Clark City, Capas Tarlac, which is slowly taking shape. Can you scroll, Val, per slide? So yan ang magiging academic and administration building. Ngayon, buo na siya ngayon, no? Buo na siya ngayon. Okay? So konting polish na lang. So this will be ito yung perspective ng ating multi-purpose building lobby. Okay? And the entrance of our multi-purpose building. So this is the perspective also of our multi-purpose building in our basketball court, no? Again, ang NAS will provide world-class facilities, no, at par with international standards. So ganun yung aming yun ang aming trust ngayon, no, to provide our student athletes with the kind of facilities para at least when they compete abroad or when they compete internationally, so hindi na sila ganun masyadong the adjustments hindi na mahirap, no, because here dito pa lang sa atin they're already experiencing and the same training and facilities na makikita nila sa ibang bansa. So this is ito yung merong inauguration na nangyari, no? Kasama natin si Senator Win Gatchalian during the inauguration. Ito yung unveiling of the marker. Sorry, it's not the inauguration, it's the unveiling of the marker. Okay, the unveiling of the marker para makita yung ng mga bisita, no, yung perspective ng NAS campus, no. So since ginawa pa nung timeline or ginagawa pa, construction is ongoing, the infrastructure is still ongoing. So we held the unveiling, no, the unveiling of the marker, the ceremony in the aquatic center, no. So just to give you a glimpse, so ito na yung mga when we did our ocular inspection. So ito na yung mga recent, these are very recent developments now sa site. Okay, so with these programs and activities, no, along with the others we have in NAS, it really motivates us, no, as sports leaders to continue to serve the sports in our country, to contribute to its development, and to have a daily impact to our young generations of athletes. So as we always say, as one NAS, we shall march on with our journey toward developing world-class Filipino athletes simply by staying true to our core of nationalism, achievement, and solidarity. I just want to quote, no? I have a famous quote of JFK, and he said, and I'd like to quote, no? Effort and courage are not enough without purpose and direction. So, in closing, I'd like to thank you, to thank each one, no? To thank each one for your time and attention today. So, isang taus-pusong pasasalamat mula sa lahat ng bumubuo ng National Academy of Sports. Magandang hapon, mabuhay.
Wow, wait. Ano? Wow, grabe. Kaya nakita natin mga palakpakan dyan sa ating Zoom. Grabe. Ang daming tumatakbo sa utak ko ngayon, ED Joy, pero isa-isay natin. Pero before I give my insights, we can if there are questions from our audience about inquiries about NAS and mga tanong like how do you ako siguro magtatanong for that ED Joy, can they, like for example, there's already a student siguro in the private sector, in the public school setup, how can they like refer or whatever, how can they recommend some of their existing students already in the school who they see are have the potential to be also part of the academy in your institution? Do you have like a system for that, or is it already open?
Yeah, actually, okay. It's not about actually, John, ito ay binibigay ko ang challenge back to everyone who are listening here, no? It's a just open your eyes, no? Open your eyes and open your doors to opportunities. And NAS is an opportunity, no? Hindi namin kayo pinipilit, but at least now that you have seen how how NAS is, why is it created, and the services that we offer, no, it's really up to you, and we are challenging you, no, and it's open, John, no, it's open. So, kumbaga, ini-invite, no, we invite everyone, no, to encourage your school kids, grade 7, no, incoming grade 7, to apply in the National Academy of Sports. Again, ang maganda talaga is meron na talaga siyang nung talent and special skills in sports, no? I know there's been an absence of competition in the past 2 years kasi nga because of our pandemic. So I know itong mga bata na to na talagang yung dream nila, no? I'm sure meron silang mga ways of why they're inspired to continue training, no, despite the pandemic situation. So kung ito ay tuloy-tuloy nilang ginawa, no, most especially maybe from grade 4 to grade 6 or mga grade 6 ngayon, online, ang daming nagagawa. During the pandemic, ang dami kayang nangyayari din, no? There have been online competition. So if they have records of that, and well, that will be part of yung kanilang requirements, no? Yun ang mga kailangan nilang ipakita sa eskwelahan, sa academy, no? But again, John, I'd like to invite everyone, no, to visit our Facebook page, even our Instagram, NASsystem.Ph. So nandoon makikita nyo lahat ng requirement ng NIS and SAS. Para yung mga kailangan, we have a link. Just click the link, and then everything else will be provided for you, no? So yun.
Yes. Ayan, may comment dito from one of our admins, si Sir John Saladas. Sana makapag-tour po kami. Siyempre.
Sige. Mag-tour kayo when everything is already in place, no? Kasi ngayon nga, pag pupunta kayo, madadaanan nyo lang, makikita nyo yung structure, pero hindi pa siya kompleto, no? But tatlong buildings yung ginagawa ngayon, academics, administration, at saka yung multipurpose gym. Sa phase 1, so meron pa tayong phase 2, which we are also looking forward to our phase 2. So meron tayong mga other buildings and structures that will be added inside the campus. And these are all world-class facilities, world-class standards.
Ayan. Meron din pong isang question from YouTube. I think this is about dual citizenship siguro po kasi. Can PhilAm students apply or yung mga dual citizen natin ng mga student?
Ang importante is that if they are born by a Filipino parent, then they can apply.
Oh, yes. Yes. Yung sagot. And then siguro ako from my side po, isa sa mga sobra ako na-inspire is I like how holistic the approach is. Like, lalo na yun dun sa part ng SAS.
Yes.
Yung very malaking issue yun. Very malaking discussion yun. Yung mga recent na alam mo, akala kasi ng mga tao, like when you're an athlete or whatever, your mental fortitude is already a given, it's good already. Pero they do not know how hard it is to balance your mental health together with your grinding and your physical fortitude also. So, I'm just very inspired na the holistic approach for these student athletes are really what they need, because it's not this is not a new concept for everybody, but student athletes in various schools, maybe in the public sector or in the private sector, are not served well when it comes to their mental health and their academic needs also. Like, meron nga tayong stereotype, di ba, na hindi natin matanggal-tanggal hanggang ngayon, na pag student athlete ka, ganito ka, like, or alam mo yun, para student athlete ka, pasaway ka sa, hindi ka nakakapag-excel sa academics, or pasaway ka sa school. May mga ganong stereotyping pa rin na hanggang ngayon, alam mo yun, na kailangan, work out pa rin namin mga physical educators in moving forward to, give these student athletes a chance for them to prove themselves na hindi lang sila ganun. Like, hindi lang ganun dapat ang tingin sa kanila. So, I think the National Academy of Sports will be the leading institutions that will break these stereotypes of the people when it comes to student athletes. And I am very thankful of that kasi I have plenty of student athletes in the past, and they have always, given some concerns na ganito, bakit para meron na talagang prejudice agad when it comes pag nalaman na atleta sila. Na para hindi dapat kasi nagbibigay karangalan sila sa school, sa bansa, or etc. So, that's just one of my running insights earlier, Miss Prof. Joy.
Yeah, John, I agree with you. Kaya nga we want to delete that kind of thinking, no? That's why here we make sure that there's a balance. Kaya kailangan yung mga nandito sa academy, well, not only in the academy, I'm talking about also, influencing others, no? Kasi kailangan pag talagang very talented yung mga anak natin, no? I'm sure their parents are listening. So I hope that they will also be guided academically, no? Kasi hindi lang naman talaga panay laro no? Kailangan isipin natin yung future ng ating mga anak, no? The future of our children. So, and this is where we value education. This is where we want to build the characters of our students and make them value that thing, no? Mag-aral kayo, no? Kaya ngayon natutuwa ako, and I'm so happy to announce also that in the past 2 quarters, third quarter na ba tayo ngayon, John?
Finishing the third quarter.
Finishing the third quarter, no? Finishing the third quarter. You know what? I gusto ko lang i-erase yung gusto ko lang ipagmalaki ang may mga estudyante namin ngayon. We have 63 students, and you know what? Half of them have consistently, are honor students.
Wow.
And I'm so happy about that. No, naging consistent yung mayan. Actually, pag tinatanong ko sa aming academics head, say ko meron bang dagdag? Sabi nila, ED, meron isa. Sa ko nakakatuwa yun. Alam mo, isang dagdag lang sa akin. Natutuwa na ako no? ma-maintain yung number, nakakatuwa din, no? Ibig sabihin, talagang nakafocus sila sa kanilang academics. And I think that is one example, no, na it's not just really about training, no, but we also have to keep a balance na ito ang academy. This is first, I think this is a legacy na yun nga, isa pa yung discipline dyan, kasi boarding school sila, talagang they will be under our care.
Yeah.
Para silang naka-bubble all the time. Yung gano'n, no? That is the lingo that we have during the pandemic, bubble training, no? So ito ay it's just like other schools that we have benchmarked in Singapore, no? In Qatar, even in Paris. So ganito yung mga best practices. That's why ang bine-benchmark talaga namin ay yung same concept, no? Same programs that we are doing in NAS, no?
So another question po, according to this is a question about qualification from Miss Eva Israel. Hello po, Prof. Kailangan po ba na national player para makapasok sa academy or kahit regional meet or lower siguro po pwede mag-apply? Thanks po.
Hindi actually mas kumbaga how should I say it, mas may advantage, no? May advantage if you have competed in the national level. There's an advantage, no? But there's a screening process. So ngayon ang gusto ko lang sabihin is that lodge your application now so that we can screen yung inyong mga recommendees, no? So yan. So apply. There's no harm in trying and there's no harm in applying. Just lodge. It's just like when you apply in a diba, you work. Diba? Bigay ka lang ng resume, bigay ka lang, pero meron talaga isa diyan tatanggap, no? So ganun din, no? Just keep on applying, no? Just lodge your applications. Ang lang kasi nito, syempre, no, I'm sure yung mga ibang coaches, naku, baka mawala na kami ng players sa aming mga regions, no?
Yeah.
Ako naman ang message ko is that let's be open-minded, no?
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is that let's be open-minded because we have one trust. We have the same trust of training this kid, but now maybe in a better location, in a better area, in a better situation where education is also being monitored. So ibig sabihin, win-win situation siya, no? Don't worry about naku, baka mawala na kami ng mga best athletes namin. I think that's the challenge. Then develop more. And keep on developing more, no? Parang sila lang yan, sila Elma Muros. We have to train already the next Elma Muros, the next Lydia De Vega, the next Hidelin Diaz, the next Carlo gymnast, Yulo, no? We have to already now pa lang. We have to train. Hindi tayo pwedeng mag-antay. So yung mga yon, kailangan, these are very talented individuals. Then we have to keep on training, no? So don't be sad or don't lose hope because I guess diyan ko makikredit kung gaano kayo kagaling na coach, kung diyan kayo makikredit kung gaano kayo kagaling na teacher because you're able to produce more, to train more, no? And you can already contribute to the National Academy of Sports. Ibig sabihin parang, ED, meron akong athlete dito. O bahala ka na, yung ganon, sana we have this kind of system and quality na ganon, yung mindset natin na ganon yung magiging mindset, no, na endorse it to the National Academy of Sports and we will do the rest, no? But of course there are certain qualifications set and there are certain standards that's being set, so yun lang, kailangan lang ma-meet yun. Make sure graduate sila ng grade 6. Yun ang importante. Yun ang importante. Dapat graduate sila ng grade 6.
I acknowledge that it's a challenge for everyone. Like, we've already discussed plenty of times here in this platform that there is really how do you kill this? There is a disconnection. No, it's not a disconnection. There's a gap in the grassrooting process. Like, yung pag-grassroot ng ating sports programs and even the dance programs and the arts programs, may problem sa grassrooting. Like, hindi sila nasisimulan ng bata pa lang sila on how to really improve their motor skills at best. So aside from it's a challenge for us in the current high school teachers, I guess this calls for, you know, a very high challenge to the elementary teachers also na you should, but actually grade 1 pa lang may motor skills na tinuturo. So establishing those basic motor skills is really fundamental if we
Right.
really want to really develop our, you know, overall physical education program in, especially in sports, you know,
Oo.
in our schools. And ayun yun naman, like, even though we have the National Academy of Sports, I mean yung level na every school has an excellent sports program.
Right.
Then ano yun, yung mga elite lang talaga yung mga talagang pinapasok natin sa NAS. And this is like a movement. This will be starting like a movement already, I guess, na movement na siya na sports is really already an essential part of the educational program. And I am very excited to that the flagship of this movement will be the National Academy of Sports, proving that sports is not just a hobby or a recreation or just an entertainment for everyone.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's an essential part of some lives of people who are you know, have that aptitude for sports. Like, not everyone is academically inclined only, and some are, you know, arts inclined, some are sports inclined, and this will give chance to those who are sports inclined a better chance for their, not only for their careers in sports but also in their future, their families.
Right.
So,
And John, no, I just also want to add from what you're saying, and I totally agree with you. Yung bang kailangan din natin i-expose yung mga bata not just on one sport, no? We will try to expose our kids to other sports, no? Allow the students to explore yung kanilang interest, no? Hindi lang yung parang because basketball now is in, or dahil badminton ngayon is in, doon na lang, no? Let's make them explore, no? Para makuha natin, kasi yan ang tinatawag na multi-talented. So pag nalaman nila, I think I will excel in this sport. So at least they have multiple sports, no, to begin with. So kaya yung mga parents dito, physical educators, please, no, you know, talagang kailangan the movement. Yung movement skills, movement science is very critical in the foundations of every child.
so yun, can you just share, Joy, yung parang how they can contact the institution in case they will have, you know, queries, or even if they want to do some collaborations with the academy, how do they contact the academy for those queries?
Okay, right now we can be reached through our social media platforms, no? I think sa aming Facebook page, sa Instagram, at ito at I think John nandito sa ano natin sa chat.
Yes,
Chat box.
I've sent it. I've sent also the link on our YouTube.
Oh, so baka maybe if anyone from NAS who are, you know, watching also via YouTube, or, you know, baka via live stream, baka you can share our social media platform so that they can reach out to us.
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then may nagpapa-shoutout nandito sa ED, ang isa mga kasamahan niyo si Sir Michael John. Ayan, so siya ay isa sa inyong mga staff sa NAS ngayon. Dati ko po siya, I was a professor po kasi sa FU Diliman dati. So shoutout din po kay Coach Bong sa inyo pong
okay.
So colleagues po kami dati. So actually marami po sa inyong admin staffs ay mga colleagues ko po dati sa FU Diliman. So sabi ko hello, buti nandyan na kayo. Pero yun po, I'm excited also kasi I have also worked with Coach Bong, and you know, I'm most of my discussions with him about really sport is very meaningful talaga, and knowing na he's also in the academy, it makes me more excited also. And what else? Siguro po last few messages for all those who are watching right now, especially to our physical educators.
Yeah, actually, I think kanina, no, it's just really about influencing, no, influencing others, and you raise the bar, no, you raise the bar of our profession, kasi doon ang gagaling yung basic foundation, the fundamentals of movement nag-uumpisa sa atin sa PhysEd, no. This may be done during sa PE time, or even pag merong mga training. So kailangan lang talaga na mabigyan natin ng clear instructions, kasi paminsan, di ba, sad to say then, John, no, na yung iba, pag may bola, o sige, laro na kayo ng basketball dyan, or maglaro na kayo ng volleyball dyan. Let us teach them the skills.
Yes.
Let us correct the skills. Because itong skill na to, pag na-develop yan, man-nurture natin yan, mas gagaling sila no? Then just giving them the gadget, or just giving them the ball, no? And make them play, no? So, kailangan yan. Di ba? Pag nagtuturo tayo, constant ang feedback, we will correct, but at the same time, motivate them as well. No? So, yun lang. And thank you once again, 1PhysEd.Ph for the invite, and for giving me the opportunity to share the National Academy of Sports and its programs and its services. No? So, I hope I was able to give light, and I was able to motivate others, no, because our direction really is to help, no, and to assist the talented people to be more talented, no, mas ano pa, of course, with all the world-class facilities that we have and the equipment, so mas makakatulong yon.
Yes, and
of course, no, also to mention, John, it's not only that. It's not, no, this is not about us. This is not about just the teachers, but our coaches, the profile of our coaches are world-class as well. So if you look at our Facebook page, na-feature yung mga coaches natin, no? So sa bawat focus sports that we have initially, magagaling yung mga coaches natin. Ayokong banggitin dito. I just want you to search on our Facebook page and discover kung sino yung mga yon. So again, John, maraming salamat.
Ayan, so thank you po again, and we really look forward for more collaborations from the
Sure.
1PhysEd.Ph community. And we really look forward to more programs, and for the benefit of our students themselves, and for the overall development of sports here in our country. So before we let you go, let me present to you our certificate of appreciation. The certificate of appreciation is hereby awarded to Ms. Josephine Joy B. Reyes for generously sharing her expertise as a resource speaker during the sports series with the theme Empowering School Sports for a Better Tomorrow, in the webinar titled The National Academy of Sports System. 1-hour professional development resource speaker via 1PhysEd YouTube channel and Zoom, awarded this 23rd day of April 2022. Signed by Mr. J.R. Peterbo, Mr. Joshua Ben Villarreal, and Ms. Hazel Eunice Carmel. Once again, everybody, let's give a warm round of applause to Ms. Joy Reyes and the National Academy of Sports. Natin sila. So, we know you're very busy, Ms. Joy. Baka mag-check ka pa ulit ng ano-ano dyan. Nandiyan ka po ba sa Academy, Ms. Joy? Or
Hindi, nasa
Ms. Joy, nasa Academy po kayo.
hindi, wala pa.
Ayan po, before we let you go, we would like to have a photo opportunity with you.
Sure.
You know you'll be busy. And so let me ask everybody here from our Zoom meeting to turn on their cameras. Yeah, already is permitted to turn on the cameras. Hintayin pa natin. Ikaw, mga premium member.
Asan si JR?
Ay, si Sir Jer po kasi ngayon ay may event po kasi siya ngayon.
Busy.
Kaya kami po ang sumalo. Pero nandiyan naman po siya, nasa chats po natin siya ngayon. Naka-tune in po siya sa ating YouTube also. Ayan. Okay, ready na po. Let's give your biggest smile. This is kind of history for what we said also. Yes. Ready? 1, 2, 3. One more. I'm gonna take one more shot. Wait, I'm just fixing this. One more. Another view. Okay, ready? 1, 2, and 3. And so again, once again, thank you, Miss Joy.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
We hope to see you soon, really.
Yes. Hopefully we'll do it face to face.
Yes, and we will look for collaboration programs in 1PhysEd.Ph in your institution also. So Ms. J, thank you.
Thank you.
Ayan, and of course for our participants, before we close, of course I would like to promote some things. Tune in po muna kayo. Yun nga, as I've said, the National Academy of Sports will be the flagship when it comes to breaking the stereotypes sa aking insights. Basically, breaking the stereotypes of our student athletes. Kung tayo ay, alam yon, very concerned talaga sa ating student athletes, like everyone is, if we really want the best for our student athletes, then giving them the opportunity to go to a better place and develop their skills, kahit sabihin nating mawawala sa feeling natin, pero please do have an open mind and open heart for the students. Okay, this is not about us. This is about them having a better chance in getting and developing themselves and for their future. Of course, I would like to promote some parts. I would like to promote our premium membership is still open, of course, and it's available at Shopee. Yes, diba? Naka-Shopee tayo. Very tayo dito. Step 1, download the Shopee app and create an account. Step 2, settle the registration payment via Shopee checkout by scanning the QR code below. You can screenshot this slide so that you can get the QR code. It is also found in our Facebook page. Step 3, the recipient must wait for the admin to finish the validation process. A Google form link will be sent to your Shopee inbox by an admin after the validation process. Accomplish that form afterward. Make sure the details that you'll be putting in your Google form will be clean and accurate so that you'll be able to really fix your membership seamlessly. And step 4, allow us to have 4 to 5 weeks to process and ship your certificate and ID with your slot in the queue to consider. And step 5, you'll be emailed by an admin regarding the status of your membership. Also, don't forget to consider in your wardrobe, your 1PhysEd.Ph official T-shirt merchandises. And as always, the proceeds of this is a fundraising program, a continuous fundraising program for our future physical educators. As always, the proceeds of our shirt sales will go for the benefit of our future physical educators, specifically the BPED and the BSES students, okay? The graduating BPED and BSES students. And also, the evaluation link will be given in a short while, okay? But also, we would like to plug in, of course, our website where we can explore there. And of course, the premium members have full access of this website. So don't forget or don't be shy to explore the website and see how 1PhysEd can develop your profession, how 1PhysEd can help your professional development in physical education. And visit our Facebook page. We have there various contents for you. We have PE articles, inspirational quotes, community announcements, and our upcoming exciting and amazing programs and activities. So visit www.facebook.com/1PhysEd.Ph. And our international sports is still up and running. Here are the dates. Remember these dates: April 2, 9, 23. And we are already at April 23. So we have 5 more international sports topics. And when we say international, we're serious about being international. We have international sports speakers coming up. So stay tuned on our Facebook pages and announcements for you to be informed of our upcoming upcoming webinars. And I'm just copying the evaluation link. Are there other more, Sir Mark? Slides for us. And of course, for our we're very we're Gina G kami para sa inyo. For hindi lang ngayon ang webinar, we have tomorrow, April 24. Part 1 lang po itong April 23. For tomorrow, we have part 2 of this weekend. We have a topic for long-term athlete development, the perspectives for grassroots and elite coaches. This is very important if you are if you're a coach in your institution, in your school, or even though you're just not in a school, you're just a coach. This is very important for everyone, and also especially for the physical education heads or department heads in various institutions. This is a very important talk for everyone, for this will give you information on different perspectives on long-term athlete development, especially in the grassroots level and for the elite level. This will be given by Mr. Ernel Abara, Director for Sports Research of Adrenaline Solutions. See you tomorrow at April 24, 2022, Sunday. Time is 3 o'clock to 4:30 p.m. Oh, yes. Watch out for that tomorrow. So the evaluation link, here's the, I'll be sending here in Zoom the evaluation link. And I ask help from our admin to set it in our YouTube. In our YouTube, for our YouTube viewers, I can send it in as a link. There. Naka-paste ko lang siya as text. But there we go. If you have more queries and questions and inquiries about National Academy of Sports, they have a Facebook page and also their Instagram. And for 1PhysEd.Ph, we are always welcome at our Facebook page and our email. So, this has been your host for today, Mr. John Jaco Y. Figuracion, together with the whole 1PhysEd.Ph team here present, Sir Mark and Sir John and Sir JR, saying break the limits and go beyond. See you tomorrow for our part 2 sports series. Bye.
Congrats, John. Thank you.
Thank you po.
Thank you for hosting, ha?
Yes. See you soon po talaga. Excited na ako.
Okay. John, pasend yung... sorry. We are not recording pa ata to. Stop recording. Kaya mo na.
Recording stop na.
Oo. Okay. Sige. Yung certificate pa-email na lang.
Okay po. Yes po. We will inform the admin po about that.
Okay. Thanks, John. See you. Bye-bye.
Joy, may Facebook ka ba? Wala nang hingi ng Facebook lady.
Meron. Joy Reyes. Tinan mo. Ang background ko lang National Academy of Sports.
Sige, at kita Lady Joy, ha?
Sige.
Sige po. Ayan. So, thank you po.
Mag-ano ka dun sa namin at madaming opening. Tumingin ka dun.
Grabe naman. Sige